10 facts about Mr. Bean that many people may not know. 1. Contrary to the character he plays, Atkinson is an educated person.
Born on January 6, 1955, Rowan Atkinson graduated from Newcastle University with a degree in electrical engineering.
He then continued on to Oxford University to pursue a master's degree of the same study. Also from Oxford, he became an honorary member in 2006. 2. Rowan Atkinson was famous before. Before playing Bean, Atkinson has starred in several films and television series. He appeared in the James Bond film Never Say Never Again, 1983, and appeared in the Oscar-winning short film The Appointments of Dennis Jennings, 1988. But it was his role in the sitcom Not the 9 O'Clock News, 1979 to 1982, that made him famous. This sitcom has a satirical comedy theme about actual news, pop culture, and parodies videos and songs. 3. Only 18 series ever produced. Although the series is famous worldwide, only 18 episodes were ever produced. This fact is difficult to accept, even for die-hard fans.
The first episode aired on January 1, 1990, under the title Mr. Bean. One of the scenes in this episode is when he tries to stay awake in the church and disturbs the gentleman next to him. While the last episode aired on December 15, 1995, with the title The Best Bits of Mr. Bean.
In this episode, this cute character looks back on his past adventures, from his dental appointment to his car being crushed by a tank. 4. Serialnia Diputer D. Lebi Dari 200 Negara. Serial ini terkenal dengan humornya yang mengandalkan lelakan bersifat fisik, bukan narasi. Ini membuatnya sangat universal sehingga orang-orang dari berbagai negara masih bisa ikut tertawa. There doesn't seem to be a country in the whole world, at least that I've been to or that I've heard of, that doesn't understand and doesn't enjoy this character, Atkinson told the BBC. I think it's because this character is basically a child trapped in a grown man's body. 5. Atkinson counts on his face. Although it hit the air in 1990, Atkinson had developed the character long before that. While he was studying electrical engineering at Oxford, Atkinson was asked to write a play for the Oxford Playhouse. My base wasn't writing originally, so at that time I just stood in front of the mirror and started going crazy with my face. Then this strange, surreal, non-speaking character was born, said Atkinson in the story of Mr. Bean, a part of the whole Bean DVD. This DVD was released in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the series. Then on show day, Atkinson plays with his facial expressions. I'm not sure what I was talking about at the time, or whether it made sense or not, but I did my best and of course there were laughs. 6. Inspired by silent movies. The true nature of silent films can indeed be seen from this character. The sound limitation makes it exert most of its ideas to maximize the visual factors, especially the physical ones. Atkinson has repeatedly cited French comedian Jacques Tati as his main inspiration. My interest in physical comedy started when I came across Jacques Tati's Mr. Hewlett's Holiday, Atkinson said. I was fascinated by her funny and stubborn character. 7. Originally had a different name. This character was actually just determined shortly before the series aired. At first, he was called Mr. White, then the event coordinators started randomly suggesting vegetable names before almost deciding on Mr. Cauliflower or Cauliflower as a name. Fortunately, in the end it was called Bean, which was used as the character's name. It is inconceivable that to this day we call him Mr. Cauliflower. 8. Anarchic character. Anarchists here do not mean vandals or rioters as we have often heard. However, anarchists reject any form of hierarchical authority or institutions. In his 2003 interview with IGN, Atkinson called the character by nature an anarchist. But at the same time, she's a very, very independent character because she's introspective. And so selfish and has such a high level of ego that there's no particular need to put other people in for a scene to be funny. 9. Atkinson had wanted to retire. Atkinson has starred in dozens of films and television series throughout his life, but nothing has made him so popular other than his role as Bean. In an interview with The Telegraph in November 2012, Atkinson admitted that his most recent role would end. Bean's character has been a success for me. The more now I think that I will start to reduce it, he said. Apart from the fact that my physical condition is starting to decline, I also think the fact that acting childish when you're in your 50s looks pathetic. 10. Car enthusiast Atkinson. As well as Teddy, his loyal friend Teddy Bear, this character also loves his green 1976 British Leyland Mini 1000 Mark III car. It turns out that Atkinson is indeed in the real world also a car enthusiast. He has a large collection of cars, including the McLaren F1, which he has already auctioned off, Renault 5 GT Turbo, Austin Metro, Skoda Superb, Audi A8, and Honda Civic Hybrid. Atkinson is passionate about racing. He once participated in a racing competition driving an Aston Martin V8 Zagato and had an accident, but thankfully there were no injuries.